What's up, guys? Alex here, and it's Friday, and that means it's time for the weekly live evaluation. Sorry for running late. I had this impulsive idea I'm gonna execute on, facing a fear of mine in this very moment. At least in like 30 seconds. Just bear with me. First, I need to make sure we got audio. The green light is filling my face up. I feel that the energy level is on the right level. I feel hungry for a cup of tea. I can't see myself, I'm too low. Ooh, I need to raise myself up. Did this help? I wonder if that helped. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's have a sip of apple cider vinegar. And of course, the green tea. Strawberry. What? Yeah, strawberry flavored. Mango flavored? I think. No, this is No, this is strawberry. Oh, why am I going on with this? So, as I said, it's Friday and it's time for the weekly live evaluation. We have audio. We're all set to go. The idea was to go through the week a little bit, reflections, fear facing and such. But like 15 minutes ago, I realized that I should face a little fear of mine right now. You see, last week, a friend of mine, Mike, and well, he started this Facebook group. It's called the Comfort Zone Hackers. I can put a link to it down there. You just bear with me. Facebook. And he made me an admin too because it grew really fast. We're up to 450 members. It's just a platform, a group for us comfort zone hackers, or fear facers as I call us, to share and connect. And there's been you should introduce yourself live to that group, and I haven't done that, so I thought I should join this live stream with a little bit of fear facing. The link. Let me just. I can't do two things at the same time. You can't expect that out of me. But anyways, I think you should join that. It's a nice little group, and the link is now in the chat, and the link is in the description. Woohoo! Okay. So in the group, of course, I need to introduce myself. So if it's a bit basic, if it's a bit back to what you already know, just I don't know. Repetition is good. I'm going to talk about like who am I, what my journey has been like, and why I like facing fears. So now I'm going to start that little live stream. This is scary because I think, yeah, it's currently 457 members. Of course, everybody isn't going to watch it. It's like with 350 members on my YouTube channel, but still I'm comfortable with the live stream at my YouTube channel. But woo, this is a totally new. Ooh, am I live? Start live video. I need to see what the heck I'm up to. Start live video. Okay, can I see myself? Woo! Are we live? No, wait. Rotate your unit. No. Are we live? Oh, yeah, I think we're live. My first Facebook live stream ever has just started. I'm Alexander Nilsson, and I just wanted to introduce myself. I am one of the administrators at Comfort Zone Hackers. Actually, all of the credit should go to Michael Mutjö. He's the guy who started this up. And we just talked, and we had connected previously, and he invited me to join as an administrator. The question is, why did he do that? Who am I, and why am I in this group? Let me start with this. I'm nervous. I'm facing one of my fears right now, and that's what's driving me. I'm a fear facer by heart, at least for the last couple of years. At least since I started my YouTube channel 2.5 years back, because right now I'm actually doing a live stream on my YouTube channel as well. My channel is it's focused in on personal development. It's focused in on how to face our fears, how I go out there and face my fears, and how I grow as a result of that. That's what I've been up to, and lately that have been intensified more and more, and it's been so clear to me. It is so clear to me right now that by facing my fears, that's the most effective way I can go towards my life vision, the kind of life I want to live, a life of freedom. And I have to say, it's really starting to pay off. Life is just so much fun, but it's also full of these anxiety-filled, awful moments. But that's the thing with facing your fears. When you start to trust the process, when you just start to implement this on a regular basis, you get this insight that by doing this awful thing, I will grow, I will gain happiness, I will become a better person. It's obvious to most people, but to me it has become a routine, a habit within. I don't know, probably many of you have heard about the habit loop, how routine gets implemented within, and it's just subconsciously something that happens, because we know that if we have this cue that ignites this routine, and then we get the reward, we know that little habit is worth doing. To me, when I identify a fear, that's my cue. I go do it. I execute on that routine, and then the reward comes. The amazing feeling of proudness of what happened, what just that memory that was created, this reference point in my life of me facing a fear of mine and then getting the payoff. And so I've been doing a whole lot of fear facing on different levels, and it actually started out with me like approaching girls, like doing social uncomfortable things. But these days I've now elevated to a higher level. I see everything in the terms of fears. It's actually interesting how we can break these things down to fears, because once you do that, at least if you have this mindset that, yeah, I need to face fears because that's how I grow, and if you then see everything as fears, it makes it so much easier to go after these things. Your awareness level tied to how you want to grow, in which areas you want to focus on becoming better in, it's just amazing. Because there's so many fears out there. We can't go out there and face them all. We have to be deliberate. We have to know what to focus in on. And well, this thing right now, talking to you, this is one of the things that I want to become better at. I have a clear goal of being able to talk to anybody, anywhere, at any given time. And by putting myself in these situations, by doing a live stream on my YouTube channel every week, I force myself to grow. I freaking kind of hate it. It's awful, but as comfort zone hackers, you know that's what we need to do. Yeah. So I just wanted to give you a little introduction to who I am. Perhaps I will be posting some YouTube videos of mine here when I go out there and face some fears of mine. just to give an example of how my journey has paid off lately, is that I'm an engineer. I studied for 6 years to become a mechanical engineer. I did that for 1 year, and then I realized that, like, I think marketing is much more fun. I think creating content is much more fun. So I talked to my boss. I pushed for a change in career. Like, can I start doing this marketing things for you guys, the technology consultant company? That's kind of a weird thing coming from a guy who was hired as a mechanical engineer. But I dared to have that conversation, and we started shifting a bit towards that. Now, 1 year after that, yesterday, I was actually given the role of a web administrator. I'm responsible for the social media channels for our technical consultant company. It's a company with almost 800 people. So just by baby stepping it, but with a clear vision, I've now gone from a role in my job as a mechanical engineer to now having a quite influential role in my company as a marketer, and I think it's just super exciting. It's scary as heck, but I just feel that this is the right thing for me, and that's why I also do these videos. That's why I have my YouTube channel. I'm so focused, I'm so driven, I'm so passionate about understanding fears and breaking it down to a way that makes it understandable, like a framework. That's why I work with daily habits, every day doing something small, because if we constantly have that momentum, if I talk to my boss every day, even though if it's scary, the door is open. It makes me able to ignite in those more challenging conversations. Like if I want to sell myself in a way, if I want to do something scary, it's much more easier if I'm having a good relationship, if I'm just used to having these kinds of interactions with people. And one of the scariest things coming up ahead for me, and I probably will need a lot of help from you guys on this one, is that I'm gonna do a talk in front of 150 people. We're gonna fly down to Croatia to have a big conference, and they've asked me to do an inspirational talk as a result of my YouTube channel too, because I've been more and more transparent about my life. It started out with me just hiding everything. I was scared what people was going to think of me, but I started sharing. I was starting to, like, I'm not going to care what people think of me. I'm just going to do it. And once I exposed myself, it was so much easier to do the scary things, because I didn't have to explain myself to everybody all the time, because they already knew who I am, who I was. And I think that's one of the keys to be able to face your fears, to not be ashamed of anything. And this is super hard. It's a whole different topic. But daring to put your true self out there, realizing that that's the most important thing you can do. Full transparency. Never lie. Don't do anything you can't stand for. Like, almost imagine yourself having this guy or girl standing behind your shoulder, watching your every move, and thinking, can I do what I'm doing right now and stand for that? If you can't, you're not true to yourself. You're having an integrity failure, and that is devastating for your self-esteem. And when I say self-esteem, I just want to go all over that, because self-esteem is another topic that is so close to heart. Anyways, I've gone on for too far. I'm going to continue with my live stream on my YouTube channel now. I just wanted to introduce myself, and I'm just so glad to be here in this group, and I'm also super excited to hear what you got to say about facing fears, just learning from each other. It's already growing to become a really nice platform to sharing experiences and just putting yourself out there. It's amazing, and I think we can grow it to something great here. Yeah, again, also a big shout out to Michael for putting this all together. Great guy. And we're both Swedish, for you guys who didn't know that, based in Stockholm. Thank you for this little introduction. Love to hear more from you guys. See you in the next video. Or you can go over to my live stream, which I will be continue on right now. Ciao. Where do I end this thing? Whoop. Whew. Okay, I'm back, YouTube folks. What happened?
Live?
Oh.
No, wait. Rotate your unit.
Oh, it's not live.
No. Are we live?
Yeah, I did. What happened? I don't know. I don't know if it went out or not. I'm sweaty. That was nervous. Okay. I'm back. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Ah, now I feel comfortable again. Now I feel relaxed. That's interesting, just to see the difference in how I get used to my regular platform and whether that's good or not. I don't know. Yeah, I just need to put up my link to my live stream here in the Facebook group in case someone wants to join. Server URL. Okay, Facebook. What's happening on Facebook? Something's happening. Whoa, no. It's the wrong way. I'm sideways. God dang. That sucks. Okay, nobody's gonna watch that. Anyways. What an intense start. So, now, since it is the live weekly evaluation, I'm gonna just give you a little brief summary or insights and reflections of what has happened in my week. Lately, I've been all about adventures. This is a big topic, and I don't know where to start, but it entails a bit of like, should you call yourself an introvert or not? This is a topic I keep revisiting. It entails how much time you should put in doing fun things, contrasting, doing things that brings you forward, and it entails like putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. You see, this whole thing with adventures is something I started to talk about, or started to implement this summer when I listened to Joe Polza. Doctor. It's a guy that talks about the science of the brain and how the connections are being made, and he makes the case that when we have the routines and we make the same things happen over and over again, we live our days on repeat. It's like Monday every week. Have you seen that movie with great movie, that he wakes up and the day repeats, and that keeps happening like for a year or so. And that the thing is, when we have the same routines, we go to work, we experience the same things, we eat the same food, it's like nothing new, no new thoughts are created within either. So that got me on the path of implementing, I need to make at least one new thing happen every day. Like a new thing, I mean something I haven't done in at least 30 days. That could be like trying a new food, or going to a new spot. It could be like anything I haven't done in 30 days. Taking a new path when I'm biking to work. And that thing, that expanded into, to me, defining these mini adventures. Like, okay, a mini adventure, that could be something that entails new environments. It should be exciting. It should entail fear facing and being with new people or people I haven't been with in a while. And at least 3 out of these 4 should be checked off to be defined as a mini adventure. And it would just, the idea was that, okay, I have to do one of these once a week, because then I will force myself to live more. I have a natural inclination, I think many of us have, especially when we call ourselves introverts, or when we are introverts. As I said, that's a whole different topic. We have the natural inclination of just sitting at home and being comfortable because that's nice. So the idea was, yeah, put up this routine that will force me to go out there and do things. And that really paid off. It was something I did throughout the summer, and it actually grew. It has now become like a weekend adventure, a thing that I do almost every weekend. I haven't slept home for 2 weeks. This weekend I won't do that either, because I'm going to a big party for my old friend home at Öland. But I'm not going to be home. I'm going to be staying at a hotel for 2 days, and it's just going to be a big party. It's still something that when I hear that, when people ask me, are you going to come? Every cell in my body tells me, comes up with thousands and thousands of excuses for not to do this. I can't eat, it's going to be uncomfortable, I can't do my editing. It's just, you love being alone, Alex. You can't be alone if you're surrounded with people, often some distant island. People are going to force you to drink alcohol. This is not what's going to happen. This is just the thoughts I have. This is the negative, the stories I tell myself, like instantly when scary things like this pop up. But since I've been doing these things lately, since I have a daily routine of doing new things, as with the fear-facing routine, I'm starting to get so deeply tied into the result of the routine, the reward. I see the reward now of going after these adventures. Now when I think of this weekend adventure, which I'm leaving town tonight, I see the fun, I see the connecting moments, I see the opportunity to talk to and meet with girls, I see the memories that will be created, I see the nice food that will be served. You see how my smile just went all up. It's just, instead of, I also see the shitty things, but it has twisted more to the good outcome. And that's the power with the routines, the habits, the baby stepping it. We can, because it makes us do something even when we're not in the mood for doing it. When we have a very low bar, it will incrementally raise. And the power in that is just, I'm seeing the reward here. Now I want to go do that. But the downside is, which I also talked about in the last live stream, is that you can't have fun all the time. There's been a cost of me going after all these adventures, and it's the lacking of putting up good quality videos here on my YouTube channel. So it's like, how do I do this? So this weekend I have challenged myself to, I've allowed myself to go on this weekend adventure, but I'm also gonna take time to sit down and actually make some editing. I'm staying in a hotel with another, we're sharing room, so I'm gonna really, I'm gonna try to balance this time. I'm gonna step away, be alone for a while, do some editing, and see if I can also put out a more edited, nice video on Sunday for you guys, because I want to share my adventures. I've been shooting so much video lately, and it's just laying there giving me anxiety because I don't have the time to go through it. And well, so that's the idea for the week. And I guess what I want to say is that it's a lot of things I want to say, but work with having a low bar, work with routines, implementing them, doing things on a daily basis, it really, really pays off. Trust the process. Trust the process. And also, go out there and face fears. Dare to have fun. I'm gonna put the link to the Joe video when he talks about this, doing new things, and how it translates to you thinking new thoughts, because that's the thing here. The adventures I've been on, they've opened up so many doors. Like last weekend when I shot my first real estate video, we went out to the archipelago. We stayed at an island, and then we went to another island to shoot this house. And not only was that a super fun, super scary, developing thing to do, learning how to do all these things, it forced me to educate myself on so many things. But it also, above all, it made me connect really well with this guy Johan, a super nice guy that I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of collaborations together. He has a lot of ideas for company things that could be done, and perhaps that will develop into us starting something, or me working as a consultant for him doing projects and stuff. What I want to get at is that when we go out there and meet people, doors open, opportunities open. When we go out there and face fears that aligns with where we want to go, there will be payoffs to that. But it's not about the outcome. Of course, the outcome matters, but it's about the journey. It's about the things we experience on the way. Yeah, I just feel so freaking great about life right now. It's so exciting. I have a luxury problem of choosing all the fun things, scary things that I need to do, but it's a luxury problem. It's not a problem of choosing between a lot of shitty things. No, I'm choosing between a lot of great, amazing, opportunity-filled things, and that's 100% thanks to me taking responsibility for the way I want to live, walking towards this vision of freedom where I can dictate how I live, what I do, and just enjoying that. That's where I'm at right now, and I have so much emotions tied to that, and I feel great about it, and I hope you do too. I want to hear about your journey. When you comment on a video and when you ask me about a specific advice, that's so nice to hear, because that means you're going after something. You haven't perhaps figured it all out yet, which I haven't either, but you're seeking that answer for how to do that, and that's what I want to help you with. I want to give you that little extra, even if I can't give you an answer. Just talking about it, just by you asking the question, you have this thought, you have this idea, this vision of doing something that scares you, that will make you grow, and that's just it gives me so much, and I want you to have that. What am I saying? Well, I've rambled on for a bit here. If there's anyone out there with any question, shoot them out there, and we'll see if I can, poo out some words. That's a Swedish term. When you write like an essay, and you say word pooing. Can you say that in English? It's a very nice word in Swedish, word pooing. Also, I should have to tell you, I've started to, so many things going on in my life right now, like the new Facebook group, the YouTube channel, the new work role I have, doing the marketing, more intensified, starting up my own production company. But also, I've started to I've gone back to school again. 50%. It's an online distance course within film, movie, understanding movies. Filmvetenskap is the Swedish term. I don't know the English term for that. To have an assignment I need to do until next week too. I need to watch the Wizard of Oz and Citizen Kane. So if you want to have a discussion on those two movies, love to do that. But I can't see any other questions popping in. I haven't had any questions, but that means we just hit the 30-minute mark, and that means I'm gonna close this little live stream down. I have so much things to do. I need to pack too. I'm leaving in, okay, I got 7 hours. I wish you a great weekend. Hopefully I will put together a nice video for the Sunday that will be released. We'll see. Thinking that should entail a bit of like the adventure theme, since I have a lot of video already captured on that. With those words, I'm raising my cup of amazing green tea. You should smell this. And I hope you go out there and face some fears of yours this weekend. Love to hear all about it. And also make sure to check out the Comfort Zone Hackers Facebook group. See you in the next one. That's Sunday. Bye, guys. So good.